Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard-earned weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
And it's bright-eyed bushy tail from the Concrete Gang. 9:30 Sunday morning, 8:55 on the AM dial, and we haven't got Warren this morning, so we've got to make up a lot of space, do a bit of talking, don't we, Springbean?
We do, and all across the airwaves, on the World Wide Web and all that. The information superhighway, that's what we are.
And we've got to say good morning to all the listeners out there. Hope you're having a good morning, and you'll probably be packing ice on your hamstrings after the rally on Tuesday.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was a great rally, and we saw a lot of listeners from the Concrete Gang there. Great to see them there, and it was a good rally. 150,000, don't know, but up around 100, I'd say.
I thought we were claiming 170.
Yeah, well, anyway, we didn't go up the hill. You always can tell when you go up that hill, you know, and we didn't go up that hill. That's the best way of telling how many people are there. But we slewed left in the Swanson Street, which threw us out for counting the numbers. But anyway, it was a great turnout. Great to see all the other unions involved.
The important thing is the Age reported it up to 160,000.
Oh, they're never wrong.
Even the Herald Sun reported 150,000, I think. So,
Jesus,
the numbers were good, and yeah, definitely the construction unions were the ones filling the streets with the numbers. I saw plenty of plumbers, plenty of ETU, lot of us, a lot of the CFMEU, and as usual, we're doing the heavy lifting. Good job to all.
Yeah, and they love a rally, don't they?
Akadaka back again.
Yeah, they had the band playing again. Although we weren't happy about that. We've got to get Jaded Cats in.
Yeah, we miss the Jaded Cats.
Yeah, they're the band. So we'll do a bit of what's the word?
Bit of advocacy, bit of
advocacy. Jeez,
that's a big word, isn't it?
Is that like avocado? I've never heard of that. Christ. Yeah, whatever you meant.
We're going to do some campaigning to get them on.
That's it, campaigning to get them in. Yeah, but
yeah, next time there will be another one. I think next year before the federal election, I'm sure we'll have to make it even bigger. So it'll be 150 this time, next time 180, 200, who knows. If we can get the teachers and the nurses to come out, we can do 200, I reckon.
Well, they weren't there.
Well, they were there, but just not in the big numbers that we turn out.
I thought I saw them there, yeah.
We're keeping that in the back pocket as the union movement, I think. They'll come out.
Well, while we're on a high, I suppose we should have a bit of a laugh. So we probably should talk about the by-election up in Sydney. Oh, my God.
Well, hang on. Before you get to that, back at the rally, we found one fan. It's hard to find a fan of any politicians before you get into the politics, but Concrete Gang fans are everywhere. So we're just going to play a clip of a fan of ours. She had something to say at the rally.
Hi, Buzzer. Hi, Stringbean. I listen to you every Sunday. Cheers.
It's nice to be popular, isn't it?
Well, Now you know why Stringbean wanted to stop the whole show for that. He's finally found someone that's mentioned him. But anyway, yeah, well, let's move on. That was a great rally, but you'd have to talk about the by-election, although I'm not, the politics, but all the bullshit goes on in politics. But Jesus, at least it gives you a good laugh, doesn't it?
Oh, that was good. That was good to watch. That was a popcorn moment. Poor old slow-mo in the slow lane. His first test up at the polls.
But did they go the early crow? For Karen Phelps, did they go the early crow?
Oh, well, Sunday morning. Suddenly, great night Saturday night, and there was a bad hangover Sunday morning, wasn't it?
Some bag of votes was left in the corner. Whose are these? Oh, hang on a minute. Jesus. What colour's on that bag? What? Blue? Liberals? Nah, throw them in the...
Oh, mate, it was a roller coaster. It was looking bad for a bit there Sunday morning. Suddenly, the Libs are coming back. But then it turned out there was the other way around. It was they'd given the Liberals a bunch of votes they shouldn't have given them or something. And the Dr. Karen Phelps was in by at least a full length, I think.
And Malcolm flew back in the town on Monday. Oh, God love him. Right. Geez, this is great to see. It's great to see we haven't stuffed up yet the Labor Party, but plenty of time for that, I suppose. But
I don't know. Yeah, the Herald Sun would tell you otherwise, but they will always do that, and that's just to keep us out, really, isn't it? That is. Don't want to give the workers a voice in Parliament, but more announcements like the drought relief. So very very big deal across the country, New South Wales in particular, horrible droughts. But front page of the paper on Friday was the Nationals MP up in Shepparton, I think it is, or at least he's a candidate. He's not in yet, candidate for the state election, and he's wrought in $850,000 of drought funding. The water board's trying to get it back because he hasn't done anything with it he's supposed to do. $850,000, and he's
poor farmers.
He's a National Party treasurer. Oh. The treasurer, the guy who looks after the money, takes all the donations. Well, he takes the drought money too, apparently.
But that's going to be fixed because Barnaby's coming back. There's another one. Oh. He's like Teddy Hopkins off the interchange bench.
There's another rorter. He's claiming what, $400 a night to live in Canberra with his missus,
and he's staying somewhere else.
Well, no, that's where he's staying. His actual missus. Sorry, his second missus. The other one's back at home in wherever it is, Taree or somewhere or other.
Jesus Christ!
And we're paying for his hotel rooms while he produces the next Barnaby Joyce.
Now, we get off those shit carters for a while, but John Holland's stringy. Now,
speaking of shit carters,
they're still about. What are they up to?
What a week for John Holland it's been. What should we start with? Well, we talked about the rally. Should we start with the rally, right? I mean,
that's right. They were going to anyone that went to the rally, they were going to electrocute or nail them to the cross, or what were they going to do to them, or something? Or put the old bamboo shoots under the fingernails, the toenails, and the old battery terminals to the testicles, and all sorts of things, weren't they?
That's the ABCC investigation that would follow
if
you went to the rally.
Yeah.
You're right. I think that's pretty much what John Holland said. There's something here about your
word for word
toenails. So both in Hobart and in South Australia, they sent letters around threatening workers and any subcontractors who let anyone go to a rally.
That's bullying.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what they get away with, these pricks, imagine if we started doing stuff like that.
Unbelievable.
It's a joke. And imagine, they talk about no ticket, no start. What about the inductions down there, Stringy?
Hobart
what about
again.
the inductions?
What about that? And this is great. You know how we don't get to put the signs up anymore, no ticket, no start? Well, These guys are stupid enough to put it on a sign. It's on the induction list.
Yeah.
And you got to do an induction with the MBA. I mean, what did the MBA know about a construction site anyway? When did they last get on one? But
I think I saw one. No, did I see one when that bloke got killed in Box Hill? Maybe he introduced himself. I've only been in the game 45 years, never seen him before. But anyway,
there you go. That shows how much they know. But apparently, they know so much that their induction is worth $140, and it's so good that John Hollands is going to force every worker to pay it out of their own pocket to get inducted onto the job, and. Not only
that'd be handy for the Chinese plasterers that hadn't been paid for 8 weeks.
They were the same Chinese plasterers, and it gets better. $140, you have to pay it or you can't start. It's written on the sign, so they can't deny it. And all these Chinese plasterers that aren't getting paid down there, that have been forced to pay out of their own pocket for the induction, guess what they're not paying for? A translator.
That's right, yeah.
So we've got the NBA.
So it was Chinese.
Executive Director Matthew Pollock says that the contracting companies did not identify the need for interpreters. Well, of course, Asset Interiors, who weren't paying their plasterers, didn't think they need a translator because they had all their gang bosses doing apparently doing the translating, but more so just ripping them off and telling them, no, don't worry about it, you'll get paid, don't worry, just keep working.
And we have to send a special cheerio to Richie and Kevin down there. Who've done a fantastic job sorting that shit fight out and getting all the boys paid. And
sure have. Got them on wages. Got them on wages. On Victorian rates, in fact. Unheard of in Tasmania.
Only plasters I know, but anyway.
And guess what that meant? That good work meant that Hobart had a great turnout as well. They had their rally on Wednesday down in Hobart. And all a great turnout, a few hundred people come off the job and rallied down on Franklin Square, including Chinese plasterers who are now on wages, union members, the whole works, and getting looked after there. And now they know what they're rallying for. They've turned out as well. So,
well, now they know where would they be without the unions looking after them.
That's exactly what they're saying. I've been down and talked to them. They actually understand the gig, and they're actually pretty staunch now. They're going to keep those gang bosses out. It shows what can be done when we organise. So it's, all good news stories, really, except if you're John Hollands or the NBA, who, I mean, the ABCC, what a joke. They're not exactly going to go and
prosecute them.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, look at that.
There you go. Richie and Kev, there's a big... your audience is here. But yeah, we'll see what is a wet tram ticket that the ABCC will be giving John Holland, no doubt.
Lash him with a wet tram ticket. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
A bit of lettuce.
Yeah, so that's... well, there you go. John Holland's had a large week. Yeah. What have we got next? We go to a track, or do we keep talking? Go to a track. What have we got? I don't know. I forgot what we got.
Well, we're either going to do the Pogues or we're going to do.
What are we doing, Eddie?
She's not helping us.
She doesn't know. She's not helping us.
We'll have to cut this in.
And there it was. It sounds like what's going on down in Tassie. What's going to fuck up next?
That's what they're playing in the lunchrooms in Hobart.
Yeah, when they got their pays after 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's it. And on Victorian wages, they're loving it down there. And the name of the track?
Was a repeal of the licensing laws.
We should have been playing that at the rally. That's what it's all about.
That's exactly right.
Get rid of the ABCC.
Get your wages.
Get the unions back on the jobs. Get rid of all those fair work laws. Rubbish. Michaela Cash and all that.
Michaela Cash, we haven't heard from her for a while.
Oh,
they locked her up.
She got a demotion. What's his name?
She's cleaning the shit out of the boy now. She's going down the ladder.
Who's that senator? Doug Cameron had a go at her.
Oh, yeah, Doug Cameron.
Oh, he gave it to her in the Senate. I was watching this the other day. It was a beautiful thing to watch. It's just pointing out that she'd had a bit of demotion. And she's saying, oh, no, I'm looking after small businesses. Like, yeah, right, mate. You got the job.
You're doing the Peggy's job, mate. Well,
hey,
most important job in the job.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have wrapped her up like that, but anyway.
No, that's very disrespectful. Michaela Cash is lower than what is it? Shark's belly.
Shark shit. That sinks to the bottom.
That's the one.
What have we got here?
Now that we've repealed the licensing laws.
Well, we'd have to mention a bit of good news. We've got the Cup weekend coming up next weekend. The Melbourne, so it's a long weekend, and the Gorilla Long Shot. I'll be putting a bit of homework in. Hopefully, we can get that to you. We can before Cup Day. Yes, we can. Yeah,
we've got one more show.
I think, did I get the Cup? Did I get the winner last year? I know the year before. No, I might have missed last year.
Yeah, I might have missed last year.
I shouldn't have forgot that because I got 3 in a row, which no one mentioned. But when I still got one wrong, mate, did I cop some shit over
There
that?
was a few letters. Yeah, a lot of people
Yeah,
lost some money.
unbelievable. Anyway,
We'll have a winner this year.
Stay tuned.
The good news to make up for the loss last year.
Yes.
The Concrete Gang, we may not have delivered on the Melbourne Cup,
Cutting edge.
but what have we delivered?
Well, as you know, we have the Concrete Gang turn every year, and we had it down at the Port Melbourne Bowling Club, which was a great success this year. And we had the raffle as normal, the $5,000 travel package, mate. Winning that for a $5 ticket, unbelievable.
What a prize.
And I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the bloke that's won it, he was over the moon, $5,000. But not only that, he's going to go to Fiji and get married.
Oh.
So sensational. So we're claiming claiming that the Concrete Gang. We're saying, well, if he hadn't won that, he wouldn't be getting married. Or I suppose you shouldn't say that, should you? Maybe that might. But anyway,
let's just say that as a happy person, he was suddenly more attractive with a smile on your face. That's how.
Well,
it
we
works,
can
isn't
sort
it?
of say that, and we knew some of the sacrifice themselves to go over there and record the wedding and all that. But but there's been a bit of infighting in here. Who's going to do that? But anyway,
yeah. Well, suddenly we've got a new correspondent.
Yeah, exactly. But
The guerrilla correspondent.
Yeah. Congratulations to them, and we'll get their names and on all the details. Hopefully, have them ready for the next show. But
I get the Tassie trips. You get Fiji. Is that how it works?
Yeah, something like that. Well, I need the gorillas over there got bananas. So hopefully, look, it's a good story, and we'll get the names and details, and we'll give them a mention on the Concrete Gang next week. But we're claiming that, the Concrete Gang, as you would.
Love matching.
That's
what we do. Send in your letters if you're looking for love.
Oh God.
Send in via Gorilla.
Yeah. Jeez, good luck with that. I've been a success at that.
Several times.
Yeah. Moving on. What else we got? We got.
Let's get on the jobs. We've got to have some job news.
There's
Surely.
some job news here.
Guess who's back in town? Guess who's doing their same old tricks? There's a great video that's going to be circulating by the time we go to air. I think Grocon are back in town. They've got a job in Collingwood.
You can see them from here.
You can see spinning panels from all around town.
Yeah, well, nothing's changed there with Grocon and their safety and their standing over tactics. Apparently, we've got a, as you said, string burner video of a panel spinning like a top. So, nothing's changed there.
How many lives lost? And they don't seem to have learned.
No. But anyway, so some things don't change.
Check out the Facebook page. Have a look at the video. Another Grocon shocker.
The other thing is the Chinese rape.
Oh, what's happening? Up in Queensland, we got a report.
Yeah. So what we heard about that a bit late in the week, but apparently just a rope on a tower crane snapped and a bin full of, I'm not even sure what it was real, what came down, and lucky missed everyone. They were landed on a swimming pool where they were tying steel. No one was there, but geez, that's scary stuff. So we put an alert out for the industry down here about the Chinese rope. So I haven't got the details here, but
I'm
have you
just
got
looking
them?
it up now.
You got them now?
It's a Veritop tower crane hoist rope, and so they're calling that all use should be suspended immediately. There was an unexpected catastrophic failure of the main hoist rope, and the load fell. It was a big bin, an industrial bin that fell into the job, basically into a swimming pool that had been had all its steel and stuff put in. And there was blokes working just an hour earlier.
Yeah.
In that exact same spot. So just lucky. And so it's a Veritop 35x7 hoist rope, apparently approved by the manufacturer, but it blew up under the load, is what I think Warren was saying.
Yeah, well, how that can happen, I don't know, but some of those Chinese stuff coming, the steel, the bolts, and all that. We're having a real good look at all that stuff because cheap's not best, that's for sure. And even those cranes that come from this Ramondi's cranes that supposedly built in Italy, they might be built in Italy, but where are the parts coming from? So all this stuff needs a real hard look at, because some of these pieces that are failing are Chinese.
Yeah, well, and do we have the distributor that we were talking about earlier? Do you know the name of them?
Nah.
No?
Oh, yeah, Bullivants, yeah. So the rope was bought from Bullivants, and they supply most of the rig and gear, ropes and stuff around town. So, yeah, so just keep an eye out for all that sort of stuff.
But it was the Veritop 35x7 hoist rope. So if you see that coming around, make sure you check it out.
Ask them what rope they got on the crane. The other thing we should mention, we've got the Builders Picnic coming up.
Yes.
Great day that is.
December 3, Monday the 3rd of December, and it's at the showgrounds once again, same as last year.
Yeah, it's a good venue, actually.
Very good venue.
And hopefully we're going to sort the getting in it a bit better than we did last year, because they had the reins of it, and then they threw me down there after it all turned to shit, and everyone was abusing me. But hopefully we'll be there early and make sure it all goes well so people can get in quickly.
Get the gorilla with a bullhorn out there.
Get the gorilla there with the bullhorn and
sort it out.
Yeah, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. But look, it's a great day, and I reckon last year was one of its best. Big open spaces there. They had all the rides, shows, all the stuff for the kids. It was pretty good. I've been there too many complaints, Baron not been able to get in, which is probably not a good start.
Nice big tents, plenty of food. I think we're going to have the car show. I think we're going to have the motorbikes again. Paw Patrol for the kids, all that sort of stuff I believe is all on again. It's going to be another huge one. December 3, and I think it kicks off about 10. Is that right?
Yeah, we better check.
We'll get the details next
We're making some big stones. We'll make sure about everything. Next week we'll give a proper report.
I'm confident on the date though, Gorilla.
I think the date you're right, but I don't know about everything else you said. But anyway,
we'll find showgrounds.
We'll find out for sure, right? Yeah, but it's a good day. It is a good day, and I think the kids love it and all that. Bring back the wood chopping. I used to love the wood chopping, but anyway. Oh, what about the races? Warren's not here. They used to have the races. Oh, mate, please. Warren, you want to see him. They had races, 800 metres, 1,600 metres. They had
foot race.
Foot race. It took that long to come in, they had to put the lights on. We got a bill for about $5,000 for the lights because Warren was still running around when everyone was packing up and going home.
It would have been all right on the bike, though.
Oh, mate, he doesn't like talking about that, does he, eh? Oh, yeah, fair dinkum. But anyway.
Not so good news.
I was too busy looking after the snake charmer.
A couple of
which
incidents.
We can't talk about.
Yeah, we mentioned that last time. I'm sure we will again. A couple of incidents over the last week or two. We had the drill rig that fell over in Strathmore.
Yeah. Geotech, but we don't know much about it.
Geotech rig.
Yep.
I don't know much about it, but I think it was being loaded onto the back of the truck when it fell over and
tipped over next door's house.
Landed on a pensioner's house. Just lucky. The operator's all right, and the pensioners are all right. Obviously shaken up, but just another lucky escape. Yeah. And there was the swimming pool down at Altona.
Yeah.
Well, we were all doing the Westgate Memorial, I think.
Yeah.
Someone trying to lift a spa or something, or a swimming pool over a house. And
spa, yeah. Tipped it over. Just a little bit more, whoops.
Again, lucky, the operator was all right, but it's just got to take more. The windy conditions, I think we've seen it. Like, we've got the Grocon job, we've got windy conditions.
WorkSafe will fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Just overstretching the loads. We've got to tighten up and take it easy in the last bit of the year. Make it to Christmas, yeah.
Which brings me up, pet hate every year. This time of year, we've got to slow down a bit because the bosses have done these unrealistic dates to get their jobs finished, and they're pushing. And this is when we have accidents because blokes are getting put under a lot of pressure. So just everyone slow down a bit and take it easy. Make sure you make Christmas nice and healthy and safe. Well, we better do scallywags because we've nearly run out of time. Have we got any? Of course we have. We've got millions of them.
We've got millions of them. John Holland, number one. John Holland.
So they just keep coming up, don't they? They just keep moving on. John Hollands, they're the best.
And just to recap that, threats to workers about attending a rally and the dodgy, we should nominate the NBA along with John Hollands for a ridiculous scam, $140 for an induction. If it's about 1,100 workers have been inducted onto that job in Hobart, the Royal Hobart Hospital.
So by 140?
If you can do the math on that, you're better than me. But it's a lot of money. I think we're talking about $110,000. Does that sound right? 110. Let's go with that. About $110,000. What a scam! So we'll definitely give them a nomination. I guess we'll nominate Geotech because their rig fell over in Strathmore. We should obviously nominate Grocon for spin and panels.
Yeah. And the other thing is Clark's Crane still running around blaming drivers for their accidents. Jeez, I'll tell you what, he's going to get a shock when it comes out in the open. But anyway.
We'll nominate Veritop for their hoist rope.
Oh, yeah.
Just lucky, once again, lucky.
Suki Lalas?
Have we had any Suki Lalas?
It's always someone sucking.
Well, I guess maybe the NBA Tasmanian CEO that we mentioned for...
What's his name? We don't know.
For saying, how would we know that people need a translator?
This is where we miss Warren for all the facts.
We mentioned his name earlier, but how would we know that we need a translator? We just take the $140 and go to the pub.
What a rort. It's only a rort if you're not in it, remember that.
Yeah.
All right, so the scallywag is, who are we going for?
Oh, it's got to be John Holland.
You'd like to go a bit wider than John Hollands because they're getting too much, but you just can't go past them. You can go wide, but you can't get past them. A bit like the racehorse I backed last week. Went wide, couldn't get past them. So we'll go John Hollands. Scallywags.
And the NBA for their rort in Hobart and threats to workers.
We're going to double. Hang on. We're going John Hollands.
Yeah, John Hollands. But they've got the NBA on board. We've got to put the both in.
No, we're not doing a double. We'll just give it to John Hollands straight out. We can get him next week.
It's their
and
job.
the Suki Lalas will do the NBA.
The NBA bloke.
Right, all right. So now you're happy?
I'm very happy.
Now, we'll have to give an update in RDO next week too, I suppose. There's a lot of fans worried about, asking about the Great Greyhound coming up, RDO.
Oh, yes.
Get building up beautifully, eating like, mate, it's going to be something special. We'll need a bigger box to fit him in our RDO.
We'll get some advertising on the Opera House for him soon.
Yeah, we're going to, they did the Opera House for the big race. We're going to have a slideshow on the side of a kennel for old RDO. So stay tuned. So we'll go at the same old way.
Before you do.
Well, hang on.
We missed out last week. We should have done another one, Bites of Dust, and we don't have it this week. But Kathy Cato, ABCC, gone. Ex-director who took over from Nigel Hadgkiss. She's gone. She's got some plum position.
We'll get it next week.
Part, but she's out of there.
We'll go in the same old way.
Dare to struggle.
Dare to win.
If you don't fight,
you lose. Good morning from the Concrete Gang, and we're going out with
Pretty Things.
Pretty Things, Don't Bring Me Down.
I'm on my own, just on the road. I tell him, man, don't need a home. I wander around, feet out the ground. I need a sound, back down the town. I say I dig this life is grand. See, I dig it bad. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down. I met this chick the other day. And then to me.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.